to look very inaccurate. So, just couple little details like that. A couple throws that, the two interceptions, he kind of forced them in there. But, there's the thing I liked the most is when we came in on Monday and watched the film, before anything said, like, he knew. And he had answers for everything, and you could see that there's going to be growth from when he makes mistakes. So, I would say that, nobody on offense, including the coaches, had a great day on Sunday. So I think everyone getting a little bit better is going to help him the most.
Sean said after the game that he could have been better, and he kind of touched on it again Monday. Because you guys have all worked with him so long, with you and Pete and Well, if you get a sense of, maybe we should be doing this, how does that go in game? Because Coach obviously,
we talk between every drive, sometimes in drive, and he'll ask for suggestions, and he's always receptive if someone has a good idea. So it's pretty natural at this point.
And then how's it go a little bit? You feel like you should run the ball, or he even said like right mistake commit, but
it's like, hey Sean, let's run the ball here, or he usually will, or so it's just kind of, sometimes he disagrees with you. No one agrees 100% of the time, but it's a very open conversation on game day.
When you looked at the film, what gave you encouragement about Bo and the offense after the game?
Well, just how bad we played, how much better we can play. It's not not what we saw in practice every day, not what we saw in the preseason. All the way around. I think, some guys were pushing too hard. We slipped a few times. We had a couple drops. There's just, it's always the loser's lament, but there's just a bunch of stuff that we saw that we don't think is indicative of who we are, and you look at it, 2 or 3 drops, guys, I don't know if we had a yard of run after the catch, some runs that we probably didn't scheme up well enough that put our, off the coaches, we put ourselves in a bad position. Some cuts that we could have made that we didn't, a couple fumbles, a couple interceptions. Just, our defense gave us an opportunity to really put the game away, and we didn't. But when you look at how much better we should have played, could have easily won that game. So we just got to get back to playing the way we know we can.
Joe, it seems like when you looked at Atlanta, the bulk of the pass rush snaps for T.J. Watt, they're either chipping in or doubling him or quickly throwing away to the other side. Is he just a guy that you essentially have to have a pretty unique plan for on every play?
Yeah, I feel like, the last time I was part of playing Pittsburgh, he was hurt that game, which was good for us. He's kind of got an Aaron Donald-like effect on the game. There's great players in this league, but there's just a couple guys that I can remember that are as disruptive consistently as this guy. So, you better know where he is every game or every play.
Quinn Miners was a little hard on himself after the game. We talked to him a couple of times. How do you think Quinn performed in week 1, and how do you like the way the offensive line is rebounded this week?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of confidence in the O-line. Quinn was, sometimes he's such a mauler. Sometimes he can be a little over-aggressive and get in front of his skis a little bit. And he'll learn from that. He's a great player, obviously, and he's had a great camp. And so I think, for whatever reason, and you have these days sometimes, we just went out collectively and played poorly. And so expect us to bounce back.
2 more for Joe. You've mentioned with Bo Nix in practice that he doesn't make the same mistake twice. If a player has that in practice, how likely is that's going to carry in the games as well, where their mistakes aren't being?
Yeah, he forced 2 passes, so I guess he did make the same mistake twice. But, obviously there's a figure of speech there. He'll obviously make some mistakes twice. But the point is he learns from his mistakes. And so, it's not like he'll never throw another interception again. He will. It's not like he'll never throw another errant pass again. He will. All right, but he just gets better from all the experience. And, I'm sure he was, really jazzed up on Sunday, and he'll probably be a little bit more calm as every game comes along, and he'll just keep getting better and better. And that's, I guess, what I was encouraged with on Monday is just how, quickly he figured out, I need to do this next time. He was just, you could just see the wheels turning and the learning happening. So I think he'll just keep getting better and better.
Sean also mentioned on Monday the vision of the running backs, Jaleel, Javante, and how that needed to improve. Like, how can you kind of coach better vision into a running back?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think there's experience. You can run drills, but I think a lot of that is intuitive. But I think Jaleel's had really good vision. I think camp-wise, Javante's done. We've really been pleased with the way he's hit some holes. So, I don't know what runs Sean was referencing, but probably everyone was a little in front of their skis on Sunday for whatever reason. We were a little excited. Everyone was going maybe a little too fast is the wrong word, but things were going too fast for us. So I think we'll settle in this game and be a lot better.
Thanks, Joe.